This land is your land, and this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from redwood forests to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. When the sun comes shining, then I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, the dust clouds rolling, the voice coming chanting, and the fog was lifting. This land was made for you and me.
Father of the famous song, This Land Is Your Land, Woody Guthrie was a big-time American folk singer and songwriter of the 1930s through the 50s. He composed many political and traditional songs and became an influence to many folk singers to come. Sadly, his musical legacy was cut short by a genetic disorder known as Huntington's disease. Though Huntington's disease was given its name in 1872 by the young George Huntington, it actually has been around since the Middle Ages, and it was known as chorea. Huntington's is caused by a mutation in the Huntington protein found on the 4th chromosome. This means that Huntington's disease is autosomal dominant and that the offspring of a person with Huntington's disease has a 50% chance of contracting the disease. When one has Huntington's, their nerve functions in the brain are deteriorated, and the result is death. The troublesome thing about Huntington's is that the disease does not appear until your late 30s, and at that point, it is too late. There is no cure for Huntington. A victim of this disease is Frances Culling. Though Miss Culling did not have the disease herself, her husband and 5 children all had the disease. Her husband's condition was not realized until the late 70s, and 8 years after his death, her daughter Lynn began to show signs of the disease. Lynn's husband could not handle the stress of her care and left her, and in 1996 she died at the age of 38. Frances's eldest son, Tyrone, ended up developing symptoms in 91, and 3 months after Lynn's death, he committed suicide. Frances's second son, Perry, died in 2001, and following him was her 3rd child, Deborah, in 2006. Now Frances watches as her last child, Julie, slips away due to Huntington's at the age of 46. Julie is taken care of by one of her 2 children. The last members of the family are afraid of the possibilities that Frances's 2 grandchildren may have the disease. At the age of 76, Frances Culling has lost her whole family, but somehow she has managed to continue on with life and make her way in the world. Perhaps we could learn a thing or two from this fighter of a woman and her family.